It's time! It's time for the lightning round on Mad Money. What is on all about? That's right, take your calls rapid fire. One after another. You say the name of the stock. I tell you whether to buy or sell. Just good to know the callers or the stocks ahead of time. I step for the square and fly. We play until you hear this sound. And then the lightning round is over. You're probably wondering what I was hiding behind. Well, you know what that is? That's a box of the complete bulls signed Booyah that we used on all the college tours. You want one? Get the complete set of bulls from my 2007 back-to-school tour by going to CNBCstore.com. CNBCstore.com. The collection can be yours. Now it is time for that lightning round, and what I have to say is, are you ready, Ski Daddy? It is time for the lightning round on Cramer's Mad Money. Let's start with Susan in Ohio. Susan!
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Susan.
Booyah!
Booyah! Booyah! Oh, is that a familial booyah?
Yeah.
That's pure sunshine. What's on your mind?
Hey, I was wondering what you thought of China Mobile, please.
China Mobile, CHL. China Mobile, Baidu, Focus Media, and PetroChina are, yes, indeed, the four horsemen of China. And I am sticking by them, even though I know Baidu lost its CFO. But Chinatel is probably the best of the best right now. I think you should pull the trigger. I am not afraid of China doing well. I still, in other words, I'm not one of those guys who thinks that China's played out. I still like China, and I like your pick, Susan. I would pull the trigger right now. How about we go to David in California? David.
Hey, what's up?
Not much, Dave. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Good.
Hey, listen, I was researching Tidewater, and they're saying that they got a Form 8K coming out tomorrow. I want to know what you think about that.
No, Tidewater is one that is just not a great driller. We have identified the great drillers on this show, and I will repeat that our favorite remains Rig, which I own for ActionAlertsPlus.com, my charitable trust, which is now doubled. We also like Schlumberger. Halliburton was one of our stocks of the year. We're re-recommending that because it's got a natural gas play. If you saw FMC Technology, symbol FTI, which I re-recommended at 55, we got a nice spike today over an Angola contract. I still like Core Labs, and I still like Oceaneering International. Frankly, if you can't find one among those, then you gotta change the channel. How about Giovanni in New Jersey? Giovanni.
Hi, Jim. Neighbor in New Jersey. I'm concerned about Qualcomm.
You should be. Qualcomm is basically a law firm. I might as well invest in Paul Weiss, Rifkin, Warden, and Garrison. I am just Shaka-Rooney McFatty that Qualcomm does nothing but fight in lawsuits, and it's just all in flooding fire. They're the Verdun of cell phone chip companies. I don't care about intellectual property. Broadcom just won from them. That thing is a sell. Am I clear? Linda in North Carolina. Linda.
Booyah, kabooyah, and Happy New Year to ya.
Same to you, Linda. Good to have you on the show. What's on your mind?
Love your show, and I'd like to know what the story on Corning, but at
All right,
$22.95.
this is an amazing stock, Corning, which I own for ActionAlerts, I own for the Charitable Trust. I think it's an unbelievable story because it pre-announced at 23 better than expected. Here we are back at 23 because it's part of the now hated tech cohort. I got two things to say about Corning. One is the Consumer Electronics Show, which Donnie Deutsch is going to be at next week.
House of Pleasure.
Is going to show, you'll see a lot of new glass screen TVs that use Corning's technology, and secondarily, they've got the fiber that shoots around the corner that Verizon's going to use. That's Ivan Seidenberg, by the way. Seidenberg, not Seidenberg. His mom keeps correcting me, but I've got it down. And basically what I'm saying is that Corning has got the best glass for TVs. It's got the best glass to be able to use the FiOS system, and the stock should be bought. I have been saying under 23, it is a screaming buy. Buy. All right, let's go to Fred in California. Fred.
Professor Kramer.
Whoa, I always like to have tenure. What's on your mind?
Hey, back on December 19th, Congress passed the energy bill. Is a company like Orion Energy poised to do well on the back of that bill?
You know, let's not outthink this, my friend and buddy. I think you're going too extraneously. When I think about energy and I think about natural gas, and what comes to mind almost immediately is Ultra Petroleum, UPL. That's the way I want to play this energy bill. Let's not outthink it. Let's go to Terry in Washington. Terry.
Jim. Hey, Jim. Booyah and Happy New Year.
Booyah, Captain. What do you got?
Well, I'm a rookie here. I started a couple months ago. I had perfect timing, as you would probably know, and thanks to you, I got to tell you something. You've kept me in the green.
Well, I feel
like
good.
that, and I would
I
like
got
to
a lot
say
of hate
thank
mail
you.
the other day. I got a lot of hate mail. You know, it's like guys said, listen, you're a clown, you're this or that. And you know what I say? Yeah, you know what? I'm a statesman now, so I can't tell you what I said to those jerks. All right, go
They
ahead.
need to keep listening is what they need to keep doing. It wasn't in the green the whole time, but you know what? You got me there, and I'm there, and it's a new year for me, too, and I'm happy.
If I keep you in the game, there's no asset class that has outperformed stocks over the last 20 years, and I may seem like just a kind of showman, but I'm trying to get you in the game. What's on your mind?
PZE. Monday, I heard some mutual funds. He had to say that they found it up well to be the new OPEC, and I saw the price, and boy, anybody would like to get on the bottom of something like that, but I need to know what you think.
You should buy the stock. You should buy this stock. I know PZE, Petrobras. I've got to tell you, I like Brazil so much. Brazil is like what we should be. They've got a good budget. They actually cut their taxes. They are absolutely on fire. Their bond rating goes up. Their currency's fantastic. They are what we should be. And that stock is what you should be in. I also like Petrobras, the regular, which, by the way, Ken Hebner, recommended here as my number one mutual fund, is buying Petrobras, too. So I am with you. He's buying the Petrobras fund. The Axel Larger. I like that stock. I like your play. Daryl in Pennsylvania. Daryl.
Hey, Kramer, Big Bad Bobblehead, booyah!
Liking that kind of booyah. You from East or West, my friend? Because if you're from Pittsburgh, you're going to get a shellacking by the Jaguars this weekend.
Yeah, I'm from the other end. I'm a War Eagles fan.
Well, then you don't have to worry because you're already on vacation. What's on your mind?
Okay, I was wondering if you have an opinion on Pacer International, symbol PACR.
Holy cow, am I going to be stumped by a Philadelphia? Yeah, this is one of those logistics companies, and I got to tell you something. Logistics is very tricky after what happened with Yellow Freight and UPS. Let's take staff, PACER. We need to do more work before I opine to Darryl of my home state of Pennsylvania. How about we go to Ken in Mississippi? Ken!
Booyah, Jim!
Classic stuttering booyah, which we love here in Mad Money. What's on your mind?
Well, I've got the Kramerica Triple Play. I love the show. I read your book, and I'm an Action Alert subscriber.
Holy cow, Tinker Stabbers to Kramer! All right. Thank you. Action Alerts is the charitable trust. I send emails before I buy anything. We had a pretty nice year last year, but that's so promotional, even I can't take it. What's on your mind?
Jim, not long ago you mentioned Air Products as a play on the short supply of helium. But I read their latest 10K, and they say that helium growth was constrained due to supply availability.
Absolutely, but that means price be going up. I like Air Products so much. Remember, that was also one of my 80 to 120 plays. That stock is smoking. And I got to tell you, can I be very honest? That's a company from my hometown. And I think the world of that company, and I think that people should be buying Air Products at 97 going to 120. I'm really angry about that bill. Can I go to Carol in Oregon, please? Carol!
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Carol.
Booyah!
Excellent.
From Brookings, Oregon.
Oh, man, I didn't even know we had any viewers in Oregon. Great to have you aboard. What's on your mind?
I have a question. Well, I love seeing you every day, and I bought your book.
Holy cow!
And my question's regarding AXA Financial. I bought some shares in 97, and I've forgotten about them. Should I sell them and get one of your mini picks?
Look, I got to tell you, if you're going to own a financial, and it's a broker, it's going to be Goldman Sachs, which I own from my trust. And if it's going to be a bank, it's going to be Hudson City Savings Bank, and I am not going to endorse AXA. I just can't do it. Not that they aren't a well-run institution. It is just too unknowable. How about that? Unanalyzable for me. So I can't get behind AXA. I just don't have the knowledge base that no one has the knowledge base is what I'm saying. It's too hard to determine. Can I go to Rick in Ohio, please? Rick!
Yeah, Kramer, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, couldn't be better. Thank you for asking. How about you, Rick?
Great. I got your book. My wife got it at Christmas. It's great. My stock is Siemens, stock symbol SI.
This book is still not as good as Eat, Pray, Love. All right. Siemens is one of my absolute favorite stocks. I love the German member. I like BASF. I am a BASFer from Ludwigshafen. And I like Siemens. And I also, by the way, like Unilever. I like Deutsche Telekom, by the way. Unilever, of course, not in Germany. And I'm warming up. I got to tell you, I like Vodafone. But the bottom line is that Siemens is a keeper. I would stay with it. And I indeed would stick with Kramer.